there like going like, it's like, yeah, like that.
Elegantly swaying in the wind.
She's like, well, it wasn't swaying in the wind. It wasn't from the wind. The wind wasn't strong enough to move a fucking piece of equipment like that, man. It was moving because she was moving it back and forth. She's sitting there going like, can you believe that, you know, you can take a gun to class, but you can't take one of these? And it's like, come on, girl, your fucking grandma saw that shit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, grandma was probably like, you fucking go, girl.
The best part of that story is that on my screen, you and Sherry Greenberg are next to each other right now. So that is making my evening, that's for sure.
I had no idea.
Happy to make your meeting, Laura.
Yeah,
Thank
I had
you.
no idea.
And your evening. Yes.
I thought, I didn't realize that everybody of import was going to show up this
Oh,
week.
yeah, I'm here. I'm all in.
Hey, Sherry. Hey, while I got you here, do you mind if I ask you a question real quick? No, I'm just messing with you.
It depends how many people you want to hear the question, right?
Yeah.
Jake doesn't care.
Congratulate Dr. Creeper.
Very clearly, all of them is fine.
Oh, man.
Awkward silence.
Uh-oh.
It's so nice to see all of your faces, you guys. So nice.
I love your hat, Etta.
Thank you. I didn't go to y'all ball, so this is my chance.
Hi, Ty.
Hey.
Hi, Claude.
Eve and I are stoked.
Guy and I were doing a comparison. He just tried to grow a natural stash, and I used the Rogaine. And Rogaine beats testosterone by a factor of like, what?
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Claudia, I tried
Good
for 2
stats right
months,
there.
and yours is still better than mine.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, the y'all ball, right? Oh, there we go. My Stetson is otherwise engaged. Put it that way. Why are you making
How long
that
does
face?
it take for you
Jake.
to take your clothes off?
Huh?
I was asking Chris how long it's taking him to take his clothes off and just turn the video on.
Oh, wait, no, I'm on it. Hold on, I have a better idea.
Thanks,
Oh,
Megan.
you have to mute yourself.
Thank you. I know exactly what you're about to do. Thank you.
Thank you.
In
So that
case
I don't hear your audio.
you missed it. There we go.
Duh.
Who dat?
Ooh, good one, Caleb. Beer Olympics.
It was a fundraiser.
That's
It was. It's on theme. Ooh. We got thirsty Chris. Now we got thirsty Jonah.
Jonah! Wait, I'm putting Thirsty Jonah too. That's my favorite picture ever.
Do you think that this would be better situation?
Yeah, if you and I just text.
Who is the farthest away right now?
Probably.
You mean if like we just text?
Either Lada or
Yeah,
Nai.
probably.
Probably Lana. Okay, let's do that for now, and then you call me back if it's not.
Okay. Bye.
I'm pretty sure I'm the farthest away. It's 3 a.m. here. Who can beat that?
It's not 3 a.m. It's either 2:30 or 3:30. So don't lie.
3:30 then.
Then yeah, you win.
Uh-huh.
Dang, with a call out from Brussels.
I feel attacked. That's all.
It's a good background, Jonah.
Just be honored that you get to join the rest of us as being someone else's background. That is a category for tonight.
It is a great honor.
Thank you, Laura.
It's a
It's an honor I wish was
have
Chris's.
some of him.
Hey, everybody.
We all know Claudia is the best at this.
So we're about to get started. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Follies. This is Lisa. A couple things, because it's hard to talk to everybody like this, but we recommend being on speaker view. It's going to be the best way to watch this, so that hopefully it's going to switch to whoever's talking at the right time. And then if you guys can all stay muted, other than if you're talking for any specific reason, that would be great to facilitate audio quality. I think that's all. So enjoy the show, and we're going to do an intermission about halfway through, but it's really nice to see everybody, and happy last day of classes.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Follies Online, a night of stream silliness and digital delight to distract ourselves from it that shall not be named. I see you've all harnessed the magic of the internet, and might I say, you're all looking like a bunch of snitches. And by that, I mean that you look like a great catch. So, before we get started, I have a few suggestions for your viewing pleasure. Tonight you'll be charmed by a combination of streamed video, live competition and components, and some audience participation. We encourage the use of the chat box to share your awe and amazement at the ridiculous comedic prowess of your policy friends. So, to watch the show best, please do speaker view. If you have technical questions, we have elves in the chat box that can assist your boomer zoomer needs. Luckily, this year, you will be responsible for your own alcohol intake. So, if you get serious black, out drunk, please turn off your video, and we will hopefully avoid the situation where you become a subject of a meme lord Slack post. Now, grab yourself a potion or two, and for our muggles, a butterbeer, or whatever else you're drinking. You'll be rowling with laughter in no time. Enjoy the show.
Can I offer you some candy? Oh, I'm so sorry you haven't received the...
Graduation, registration, policy change, general LBJ event, graduate advisor.
Email? Have you checked the...
Listserv, Canvas, newsletter, student email?
The library? Why, yes, I do have your Invisalign.
Come on, y'all, let's take a ride. other kind of trip. Cause you can't have the hop if you don't have the hip.
All right, thank you for that incredible video, Osa. Silent, beautiful clapping. Okay, so the next thing that we have up this evening is going to be Family Feud. We have our hosts Claudia and Laura, and our participants, you know who you are.
Do you want to take the whole? Oh no, we don't have to. It's not necessary.
I don't know who Claudia is. My name is Steve Harvey, and I'm here in Austin, Texas, to host Family Feud LBJ edition. Welcome, everyone, from all over town, all over the country, all over the world. Happy to see y'all's profile pictures and some of your upper halves. My bet is that everyone is wearing boxers or no pants, so that's good. Just the upper halves. Family Feud, yeah. We figured, you know what? We can't get the real Steve Harvey, and everything is upside down and backwards because of this pandemic, so might as well go with a backwards and upside down host. If you can't find Steve Harvey, who is a black man with a great mustache, let's find a short white woman with a crappy suit and see how this goes. Probably about as good as the US response to the pandemic, hopefully a little bit better. All right, we've got a great couple of teams here with us tonight. It's going to be faculty and staff versus students, and we're going to start off with some questions that are both pertinent and hilarious. Starting off the first question, it's going to be a place where LBJ likes to name policy. Our first two team members to go will be Sherry Greenberg and Theo Adams. If we could get in the, I think in the chat function, oh boy, showing my age a little bit. Oh, Sherry, you're fast. Dang. Theo, where are you at? Okay. All right, Sherry, where is one place that LBJ liked to make policy?
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. All right. Show me the John. You got it, Sherry. It's the shitter. Yes. Everybody knows the Oval Office for LBJ was the bathroom. All right. So because Sherry got the first one right, the faculty and staff get to go for more points. Nice. Okay, Gwen, you're up next. What is another place LBJ liked to make policy?
That was my one guess. God damn it, Sherry.
It kind of was the only place.
I'm like, come on, get it together, Greenberg. How's about his office?
Okay, the actual office. Show me the real oval. The number 2 selection. Yes, indeed. He did spend at least a little bit of time in there. Great. Excellent call, Gwen.
You can do it, Gwen.
Still on with the faculty. Okay. What? Todd Olmsted.
Johnson
you're up
Ranch.
next.
Oh, that was what I was going to.
The
Sorry,
Johnson
Ruth.
Ranch. Show me Johnson City, Texas. Yes, his ranch. Excellent. We're 12 points. Awesome. Okay, up next is Laura Roach. Laura, where did LBJ like to make policy?
On the road? Like traveling in the car?
Show me that big fancy car that's in the LBJ library.
X.
Ooh, afraid not. I guess they did not have traveling Wi-Fi hotspots back then. Okay, that's just one X for the faculty and staff. So next we're going to go to Ruth. Dr. Wassam, where did LBJ like to make policy?
The Senate?
The Senate. Ooh,
Was
that
the
is a
Senate
practical
Majority Leader.
answer. Yeah, I mean, I know it did happen, but what does the poll show us?
X.
Oh, another X. Apparently not enough time spent in the Senate chambers. All right, that's 2 X's for faculty and staff. That brings it back up to Sherry. Sherry, what is your next guess about where LBJ likes to make policy?
In a bar.
At a bar. All right, show me a honky-tonk / beer joint. Third X. Okay, that was a great guess, but now it's time for the students to take a stab at it. All right, Theo, what is your best guess at where LBJ liked to make policy?
The bedroom.
The bedroom. Ooh, spicy. I wonder what Lady Bird would have to say about that. All right, show me the 2nd floor of the White House. Another X. So students' chance to steal down the drain. All right, let's see the other options of where LBJ did like to make policy. The lake. That's fair. He does have a lake named after him. While leaning over someone. We know that to be true from photographic evidence all along the hallways. On a horse, also a good place.
Oops, sorry guys.
That was it. Excellent. All right. So the students were not able to steal. The faculty and staff are going to take the points for round 1. All right, moving on.
I'm going to skip to round 3 right now.
Down to round 3. The question for round 3.
Oh no.
Some technical malfunctions. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, round 3. Let's find out. I believe the folks who are going to be guessing, it's going to be Gwen and Steven. Y'all are the 2 who are going to be raising your hands. So I'm going to ask the question, and then Gwen and Steven, y'all 2, just put your hand up as soon as you think you know the answer. What are LBJers wearing during quarantine? Gwen, you were quicker. Come on, Steven, you got to be faster than that. All right, Gwen. So faculty and staff, y'all are going to get another chance to go. Gwen, What is your best guess at what LBJers are wearing during quarantine?
Pajamas.
Pajamas. All right. Show me the PJs.
I don't know why it's doing this. I'm sorry, y'all.
It looks like pajamas were the second most answer. So, students, you get the chance to steal. Steven, what is your best guess? Try to get that number one spot.
They're just in their underwear, Steve.
Show me the underwear. Oh, number 3. You know, Steven, that was my best guess. I tell you, it's hard to put the suit pants on. I get the top half done, but I can't bring myself to find the belt anymore. Okay, that means that the faculty and staff get to go again. Todd, you're up. What are students wearing?
Sweatpants, sweatshirt.
Sweatpants and sweatshirts.
That was part of our PJ's question, so sorry.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Steve, what did you say?
I think Laura, our master of the technical side of this.
Currently right now on the board, we have sweatpants / PJs at number 2, and we have underwear at number 3.
So we can't choose the ones we already saw. Oh, I don't know. How about just nothing?
That was the number 1 choice, Todd. You nailed it. Bravo.
So right now we've got nothing at number 1, sweatpants / PJs at 2, and athleisure at number 3.
All right, Laura, you're up. What is your best guess at what LBJers are wearing?
Well, Alex Mead is an LBJer, and I've only seen him in a button-up, like a collared shirt.
That's classic Alex Mead. I'm not surprised. All right, show me business.
Every time.
X, get that out of here, Alex Mead. Come on, throw on a t-shirt. Okay, that means...
So once again, we've got nothing, sweatpants or PJs, and underwear.
Dr. Wassam, you're up next. What is your best guess at what LBJers are wearing these days?
Cowboy boots. Nothing but cowboy boots.
Nothing but cowboy boots. That is LBJ style. I like where your mind's at, Dr. Wassam. Show me the LBJ birthday suit. Oh, afraid not. That's okay. That was a great guess, in my opinion, Dr. Wassam. All right, that's 2 X's for the faculty and staff. Dr. Greenberg, back to you. What are LBJ students wearing these days?
T-shirts.
T-shirts is an excellent guess. Show me the most casual wear.
Athleisure.
Athleisure, nice. Number 4, okay.
So we've got nothing, sweatpants or PJs, and underwear and athleisure.
All right. With only 2 X's, the faculty and staff get to go again. All right, Gwen, you're up. What are LBJers wearing?
A lot of pressure, y'all. Is there anything else left to wear? Okay, some type of UT memorabilia.
Yes, school colors. Show me team spirit.
That says UT gear. It's not working, but it says UT gear.
Nice, great guess, Gwen. Okay, Todd Olmstead, last chance to get number 5 to get all the points for the faculty and staff. What are LBJers wearing?
Yeah, I feel kind of guilty because we saw the answers, but same thing as yesterday.
Okay, that is a good guess because I wore this exact same suit yesterday. All right.
It's on there, but it's not working. So that was number 7.
All right.
So right now we've got nothing, sweatpants or PJs, underwear, athleisure, UT gear, and same as yesterday. There's 1 left.
There's 1 remaining, and it goes to Laura.
A smile.
A smile. You know, Laura, you are never fully dressed without one. That's what we say here at Family Feud. All right. Show me cheer and happiness. Oh, afraid not. Not in these troubled times. All right. That means students, You get a chance to steal. I think Steven was last. That means Emma Israel is up. All right, Emma, in your infinite wisdom, as an LBJ student, tell us, what are the people wearing?
I hope it's masks.
Oh, man, I do too. Emma, wow. Please tell me it's masks. Show me cloth face coverings. Ah, no. Jeez, maybe if we were doing this at the School of Public Health.
That's tough, you guys.
And you can't see it, but it says socks and Crocs or onesies or prom dresses or other various incredibly odd things.
Well, and we all should have guessed Crocs and socks. So we have no one to blame but ourselves that the faculty did win this time. Thank you all for playing Family Feud. I'm Steve Harvey, and this suit is very hot in this humidity. Thanks for playing Family Feud.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's see if I can.
All right, good job, teams. Can you make that was an incredible game, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break.
All my friends were doing it. I thought it would make me look cool and worldly, so I just tried it.
Sorry, just a few technical difficulties.
All my friends were doing it. I thought it would make me look cool and worldly, so I just tried it. But it only took once to become a habit. I'm so scared of what it's doing to me. I can't stop. I'm hooked. And I'm worried what everyone will think if I stop now.
Just say no when you haven't actually read the book or theory your friends are talking about. 75% of grad students report having lied their way through conversations with their peers and professors to seem smarter. And the other 25% are just lying douchebags. It's a seriously bad habit, and it affects those around you. So just say no.
All right. Next up, we have Marianne and Jake for a news update, some current events, which we know is important to everybody here. So let's hear it.
Dun, dun, dun. Good evening and welcome to LBJNN, the next best thing to CNN on the second floor. We are your public policy news network.
I'm Kate Boldwan.
I'm Alex Jones. How's it going?
Hi, Alex. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, but you know, I'm the only person fighting for your God-given freedoms that were only given to Americans and no one else. All right? If you go to Infowars.com, you can see what those are.
Excellent. While policymakers from City Hall to Congress are hard at work making tough decisions to support ordinary people in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, we turn our attention to the next generation of public servants here at LBJ.
Now let me stop you right there, okay? You say policymakers, I say lizard people, all right? So the lizard people in Washington, they're planning the next 9/11 on our dime, all right? 33 weeks of paid leave. They're going off with all of our money, and they're planning all these nefarious things. I cannot believe that y'all are actually bought into any of this shit. So what I'm telling you right now is that if you go to Infowars.com, all right, you're going to be able to get the only supplements you need to protect yourself against this coronavirus, the next coronavirus, whatever else Bill Gates and Hillary Clinton want to throw at us, okay? Freedom!
Police are on the lookout for a woman accused of brushing multiple pedestrians while out for an afternoon run. The woman was described as in her 20s with a blonde ponytail and stylish leggings. Anyone with information should call 555-4848 or position themselves in a street corner to throw homemade masks at her as she passes, all while observing strict social distancing guidelines.
So what I want to know here is why you're always trying to spin everything, okay? You sit there and say police are on the lookout for a woman accused, you know, we're innocent until we're proven guilty in this country, all right? So the way this actually happened was that this woman, this poor blonde woman in her 20s, she's running down the street and she was the victim. She was a victim of government overreach, okay? They came in, they told her she needs to wear a mask. I mean, what kind of country are we living in right here? Let me just tell you that if you go to Infowars.com, you can get a supplement that will help you run. You'll be able to run a 5K, a 10K, a 10 mile. I don't know what K means, but here's America. We're in America, so we do miles. 10 miles you'll be able to run. Infowars.com, Infowars.com.
In other news, community advocates are celebrating a new relationship between one of LBJ's top research students and her roommate's younger brother, who has been stranded in their living room for 3 months due to quarantine precautions. The researcher described the situation as, "It seemed like the thing to do at the time." When hailed for his choices, the young man replied, "Quarantine's no big deal. I was crafting a series of postmodern hair sculptures, and this makes up for never getting to exhibit them." Advocates are hailing the unusually supportive relationship between public policy and the arts as an unexpected example of resilience, saying they found love in a hopeless place.
Okay, look, this is just one more example of how Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton are trying to insert their values into my American life, okay? Every time something bad happens, they use it as some excuse, some opportunity to supplant hardworking people that don't mind working 3 or 4 gig jobs with no health insurance because they're so, they're just so hardworking and they just need to go make it for themselves and not get on that welfare, whatever they're talking about. But everybody that I know, everybody that watches my show is familiar, okay, with getting Hillary Clinton. Okay, Hillary Clinton. Go to Infowars.com. You'll see why Hillary Clinton is absolutely in control and at fault for the coronavirus.
An angry mob of LBJ students gathered at Thunderbird Coffee on Manor Road on Thursday. Unlike typical protesters, they arrived with a 45-page policy brief and a detailed list of recommendations for Thunderbird and other state, local, and national coffee shops. Recommendations generally follow the advice of public health experts and include respecting social distancing measures, widespread testing, and public use of masks. The one deviation is that they insist on being allowed to enter their former study grounds. Unfortunately, since no one asked for this feedback, no one will be listening to them.
So wait, you're trying to tell me right now that the global elite are trying to take away our right to whatever types of coffee that we want to drink every day while we get an advanced education? Like, the only education anyone really needs is from my radio show. You can stream it right now from Infowars.com. You can also pick up some of my roasted coffee beans, okay? And guaranteed, I will not bother you with any of this fair trade bullshit. I won't tell you anything about fair wages for anybody. If they want to enter the marketplace, if these farmers, these coffee farmers want to enter the marketplace, then we let them enter the marketplace for whatever they can get for their beans.
The global elite are graduate students.
Hey, look, these people are everywhere, all right? Barack Obama, the Clintons, Chuck Schumer, John McCain, they've been grooming these people since before they were born, all right? Basically, if someone doesn't speak with that with conviction, they must not know what the hell they're talking about. So listen to me. Go to Infowars.com. I'll tell you everything you need to know about these wackos.
The Strauss Center for International Security and Law will be hosting a panel to explain to anyone who needs explaining that the coronavirus really did not come from a lab in Wuhan. They do not anticipate LBJ students needing to hear this, but they want to be very, very sure. They will be inviting Anthony Fauci's Assistant Deputy Subsecretary to the subcommittee on why the hell does this need to be explained again. To prevent Zoom bombings, Strauss requests that interested attendees register via mail to compensate for reduced cybersecurity while simultaneously supporting the embattled U.S. Postal Service.
This Fauci guy again? You're going to bring up this Fauci guy again? All right. Why isn't anybody asking why every single time you hear about this Fauci guy, some terrible virus pops up? All right. HIV AIDS in 1984, SARS, MERS, now the coronavirus. This guy's dangerous, all right? You want to know where all these viruses are coming from? They're coming from his mouth as he's sitting there speaking to our president, okay? And one thing I can tell you right now, the Obama administration's got a lot to answer for. I'll tell you that, okay? Because I don't care how long it's been since they were on air or whatever you call it. We're still feeling their effects today. So the only way that you'll ever know what to think is if you go to Infowars.com and you find out exactly what I'm talking about. I'm Alex Jones. Thank you very much.
That concludes our weekend update. Stay safe out there, everyone, and don't forget to avoid other people at all costs.
And remember, don't take away any of my freedom.
Oh, hello. I'm Jarvis Burnley, plastic surgeon and exotic plant tycoon. Are you feeling lonely during this quarantine time? Sick of seeing all your friends hanging out with their loved ones while you're stuck being single? I know I am. Stop being such a sad sack, you stupid idiot. Studies show that over 93% of single people that suffer from loneliness feel so much better with a houseplant around. Here at Seeds of Love, we can cure that solitude and match you with the perfect companion. Like Australian chimbernashers, Finnish fertility sprouts, Sinaloan seductive succulents, and little spiky boys. So what are you waiting for? Download the app and start growing roots with somebody you can get wrapped up with. Like I have.
Oh, man.
Lucas, when is your debut on SNL?
I'm just waiting for Andy Samberg to let me know, but it's gonna be any moment now. Stay tuned.
I can't wait, man.
Oh, shucks.
Infowars.com. Was my audio on this whole time?
Yep, still is, Jake.
Yes, it was. It certainly was.
How do I turn this off?
Hey everyone, it's Amelia. I'm here with Jake via Zoom. Jake, can you tell us a little bit about what we're doing today?
All right, so last year for Follies, I did this drunk history video. I just got real drunk and I told a couple of stories about the inimitable Lyndon Baines Johnson, the namesake of our school. This year for online Follies, I've been brought back to do a coronavirus quarantine edition of Drunk History. What we want to do is we want to talk a little bit about Austin, Texas. Don't worry, everybody. I'm pretty drunk, but I'm just in my room. I'm not like I'm not out and about, if I have the coronavirus, it doesn't matter. I'm just coughing it onto my own computer, and you can't catch that shit through the computer, or so they tell me.
Yeah, I'm really glad that it doesn't pass through computer screens because we'd all be screwed. So what's the first story that we're hearing today?
All right, so we would hear stuff about how, you know, there are places in Austin, places in San Antonio that you can get booze if you're under 21, and Chewy's on Barton Springs was one of them. Jenna Bush, all right? She's the most famous college girl. Like, you didn't always see constantly pictures of Jenna Bush and Barbara Bush in the media. You know what I mean? They kept trying to go to 6th Street and get all f***ed up. You know, go down to Chewy's for margaritas. They don't... Come on, man. Like, you really think anybody cares about underage drinking in certain parts of this town? So I think they just thought it was going to be okay. They're just going to go down there and get some margarita. So they go in there, and what's her face? Jenna. Jenna's got this ID, and it says Jenna Pierce on it. And she's like, yeah, nobody can do 1 + 1. All right? It's Jenna Pierce. I'm Jenna Pierce. Like, is anybody going to believe that I'm not Jenna Pierce? So I think the conversation was probably really short. I think it was probably like, may I have a frosty mark? Well, bartender's like, I saw her on the World Wide Web, some website, and I'm not giving her a drink. Please, frosty margs. The bartender's basically like, I'm sorry, I can't sell you those margs. Go back to your table. And she tries to get her sister to go get the drinks for her. Because she looked maybe like 10 minutes older or something than Jenna did. Well, then it's national news the next couple days. And we had a riot with it. I mean, like, everybody in the United States of America is sitting there laughing their butts off at these Bush twins, you know?
Yeah, that's hilarious. I mean, weren't there all those stories about the Bush twins getting drunk in DC and Adams Morgan? So that totally tracks. So isn't there a famous story about a UT professor? Do you know who I'm talking about?
I think I do. I think who you're talking about is Professor of Practice Matthew McConaughey. Yeah. Matthew McConaughey comes home. They're like, what did you do this year? Matthew, or Matt, or Matty, or whatever his cousin. But the point is, whatever they call him, when that guy sits down at Thanksgiving, people are like, what did you do this year? He's like, well, I got arrested. What'd you get arrested for? And he said, well, one day I pulled my body of work out, and I took out my bongos as well. And I'm feeling that, man. I'm playing the bongos. I'm like, I know what's going on, you know, like I'm at one with the universe and stuff. And so, yeah, maybe there was a little errant slap there somewhere. I don't know.
Wait, what are you actually talking about?
Essentially what was happening was his pecker was hanging out. So I'm sitting there and I'm playing the bongos, you know, the Eyes of Texas or whatever. And they're like, hey, man. And I'm like, hey, police, what's up? They said, well, you know, you can't be, it's 10:01 p.m., man. You can't be banging these bongos, hitting the bong and getting high and this and that and this and that, you know, like like, who do you think you are, man? And he's like, well, you know, I'm Matthew McConaughey, man. Like, I'm Mud, you know? Haven't you seen the hit movie Mud? And they're like, dude, that doesn't mean anything to me because that movie hasn't been made for like 15 to 17 years. And so you're coming with up. And he, you know, McConaughey, he knows what's going on, man. He's just like, what's on line right there? Because he knows his lawyer's going to take care of that. I mean, this dude's got millions of dollars already. You know, he's doing okay. You think that he's going to have any sort of legal problems with playing his bongos with his dick out? It's no big deal. Do you think that was a question that they asked him when he applied for a job at the University of Texas at Austin? Or do you think they were like, well, there was this incident, Professor. I mean, not Professor yet, but if you get through this interview, there's this incident that I heard about where you were sitting there banging on bongos or something like that. Now, would you take that to the Butler School of Music and put that up against our PhD bongo playing students? No, I don't think so. And then if he said, no, I couldn't do that, then they would realize that he was a humble Zen master and that he should teach students at the University of Texas, you know? But if he said no.
That was great, Jake. Thanks for the stories, and thanks for being on this edition of Drunk History.
You motherfuckers.
Jake, you missed your calling. You were meant to do this. This is year 2 in a row where you have crushed it.
So I hadn't seen that till tonight, right? Lisa showed me like a little tiny piece. All right.
Here, let me leave him. I'm leaving. Okay. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 bum. Well, Nelly. Well, howdy, y'all. Shelby Lynn here with my horse. Very stable genius. Here to steer the show onward. How's the show going for you, cow folks? All right, I'll take your silence as really, really well. Well, we want to let y'all treat yourself to a little bit of Southern hospitality. We're going to take a little intermission here. Grab yourself a sweet iced tea or something else that'll blaze your saddle. We'll return in 15 minutes. Y'all come back now. You hear?
Can you let Laura in from the waiting room?
Breakout rooms. Breakout rooms. Hey, Jake, if you
Breakout
watch
rooms are great.
Redneck,
Send us to break that we always
Look, Rue, you're friends.
Laura, Fred Astaire here too.
Fred!
Cat people unite.
Wait, what happened? Did I miss
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Here's Rue and Fred.
Fred, my cat's name is Fred Astaire. Sorry for thinking.
I mean, it's technically Federico, but whatever. I'm just playing.
I'm so afraid of the responsibility of having a living thing in my place that I haven't so much as bought a plant.
It's very terrifying.
I used to show up to PFM complaining about studying and reading, and then Fred would show up and be like, yeah, that was hard. And my baby was crying all night. And I was like, oh.
NPV.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for staying tuned for the whole first half, and we're gonna get started with the second half. I'm gonna put up the first video that we have for the second half of our show.
One
another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Thank you, Farish, for that incredible video. And I have next for us something that was made by my incredible co-chair, an interview with our favorite Asteen.
Ass.
All right. Oh, hello. We not get McConaughey or Joel? No, I don't know. It's maybe a sophomore philosophy major. But that's the dean. Oh, okay. Okay, great. No, it's fine. Sorry, I was on mute. Asteen Weaver, here in nearly the flesh. Might I say, I love the dress you're wearing.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. So, this is Between Two Hot Ones, where the guests are hot and the questions are even spicier. Today we have Asteen herself, Kate Weaver, here to chat with us, do a little reflection, and I, as a level 3 vegan, will be consuming some Veggie Lunch Club inspired hot cauliflower. And you, with a German-Irish potato farming background, will be having...
What I do with all this wine at 11 o'clock in the morning.
It's perfect.
It's been a long week.
That it has. So our first spicy wing, we're still going to be doing product placement because we need to make money on this show, is going to be our first hot sauce, Jeb, period. This is mild, pretty forgettable. It's basically the hot sauce equivalent of Wonder Bread. So yeah, now that we're doing everything by Zoom, do you find yourself maybe exposing more of your personal life? Do you ever get interrupted?
Yeah, all the time. I've got a cat, I've got a daughter, I've got a husband who roams the house.
Would you say your cat is your most important family member?
Yes, without a doubt. Everyone knows that.
Something I learned about you recently was that you were a prolific musician in school. I believe you played the most tiniest and most flamboyant of instruments, the piccolo. I understand that you played this through college?
I did, but the way it worked, actually, I went to the University of Michigan, is there were so many people trying to get into what we call a performance block on piccolo that if you didn't get in, basically if you weren't a senior, you spent the first 3 years doing flag corps.
Flags. Nifty. Okay. Well, our second hot sauce is Greenberg's emails. These are bold and they'll get your attention.
Let me see. This was actually a gift for some students. My fireball. I know it's a favorite.
Yeah,
right.
College and like sorority girls mostly, as I understand it.
It's cheap and it does the job. Cheers.
Cheers. Do you have a lot of students buying you alcohol?
Yes. They must know something about me. I wonder what it is.
Actually, I want to go ahead and move on to our third sponsor. This was supposed to be PRP Picante. Unfortunately, it was discontinued. Do you have any thoughts on PRP Picante?
I would say generally it's not to my taste, and I would agree. Sometimes they just need to be discontinued.
Oof, that was a spicy answer. My goodness. I do talk to some people that feel like PRPs are kind of like families. Everyone has one, they're necessary, they're dysfunctional. We're all just waiting for enough time to pass before we can leave them behind. Would you say your family's like a PRP?
Dysfunctional and sort of a beaver family kind of way. If you've ever needed to, or watched the old show, we're the Cleaver family with a W.
Leave It to Beaver is a timely and relevant reference that I'm sure will resonate with our audience.
I'm sure went right over the heads of most students, yes.
So what about your mother? How's your mother like?
My mother? My mother. I love my mother very much. She is very passionately committed. She follows our every move. She's very passive aggressive. No comment.
Since you do travel quite a lot, who's the most famous person you've met on a plane?
I was on one plane coming home again from DC, and I turned around and there's Ted Cruz. But my brain didn't register it. I thought it was Freddie Munster. I really did. I went, oh, that was about it. Not a fan of Ted Cruz.
Would you say you were cruising at altitude?
Oh, good one.
So moving right along, the next hot sauce we're featuring is dual degree registration. And appropriately, I am eating these by hand. Give this one a little try, huh? Oh my God. Oh my God. I just lose a terrible taste in your mouth. I do not envy anyone that has to eat that. Back to your travel stories. Absolutely interesting. Where would you say you've experienced the most culture shock?
Probably coming back to Washington, D.C. from several weeks in Africa.
And what about that was shocking?
Americans are really, really fat.
You heard it here first, y'all. Americans are really, really fat. Our biggest and boldest of the hot sauces has arrived. This one is nevertheless chili persistent. And we do something on this show, it's a tradition, it's called the last dab, the last dab, if you will. We like to add a little bit, just a little bit more to this last one, just to prove how masculine and strong we are. Yeah, we get into it. So, cheers. Wow. Holy crap. Wow. Woo, okay. So, I know that you lived in Russia for a couple years. You were doing research on the divestiture of social benefits of state-owned businesses in the post-Soviet privatization era. And that must have been really fascinating stuff. And I'd love to just recreate your time there, where you can be 1999 Kate, and I will be one of the incredible academic interviewees that you had. Here we go. Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me this morning.
You're very beautiful. Would you like to drink vodka?
Oh, no, thank you. It's a bit too early in the morning for me.
No, together we will go, we will put on our Levi jeans, we will go to the discotheque, and we will have a great time, you and I.
I don't think so. Discotheques, smoking, drinking. I'm pregnant. Wouldn't be good for the baby.
Well, I do not care if you are pregnant. It means that you are a fertile woman.
Lovely.
Yes, I think,
I see you are married, Boris. Don't you think your wife would mind?
Many years, but she's, hold on, oh my God, sorry, this, I think I just cry when I think about fourth wave feminism. Oh, God. Oh, all right.
You're turning a nice shade of red.
Oh, yeah, you can't go outside these days. You gotta get color somehow in your skin. Wow, okay, well, Astine, can I call you that? Is that your Christian name?
That's what I call myself.
You've done such incredible things. You've lived an amazing life. You are an icon, so I have to ask you, who are you wearing? All right, well, this has been another episode of
Sorry, it's come to my attention that I stole the audio from everyone at the end there. My apologies. That was incredible. And now, next up, we have another sort of commercial break as a follow-up to something that we've already seen this evening. Hopefully, it's going to get some of you interested.
Are you alone and stuck in quarantine? Do you yearn for contact with another creature but are scared of adopting an unruly pet? The hardworking team at Seeds of Love can offer you eternal companionship. You and your new plant companion can mimic the human experiences of talking, venting, snuggling, gossiping, flirting. Why fight with a human when you can fight with your plant? Call 1-800-LOVE-SEED today and get your new best friend.
All right, and next up we have our first year video. Special thanks to Jaime and Etta for putting this together.
Jessica Eller.
And Jessica Eller.
Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Bring Joy, a program designed to bring you some good news, and my lawyers have asked me to tell you that this show is not affiliated with John Krasinski's Some Good News show. But let's get to the news. The fridge at LBJ has been clean for a record time, and we all now have something to thank to GPAC for last year's work. In other news, our sources tell us that next year's crisis simulation has been canceled. Apparently, according to Baby Ray Day, we are living in a pretty big crisis right now, and there's no need for a simulation next year. And I guess that's all the good news we have.
just raise my price. I'm a boss, I'm a leader, I pull up.
Amazing job, first years. Thank you so much for that. And next we have the second year video for you. No. Did I? No, it's okay.
Professor Dorn, we can't hear you. Your mic is muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Great. All right. I figured that out. Mute, unmute. Wonderful technology. Okay. Great to see you guys. I know you've been going through a lot during this coronavirus.
Excuse me, Professor. Like, will you be changing the syllabus at all? Like, given, you know, the pandemic, are we going to have to do all the same assignments?
Yeah, John, as a matter of fact, I am going to change the syllabus a little bit to reduce the workload. The big change is, you know, that 15-page paper that's due at the end of the semester? Let's make that, you know, maybe 3 or 4 paragraphs. Don't cheat by using big type, just decent, insightful pages. Oh, also, you don't actually have to be here. And in fact, there probably isn't a way I'll know that you're here, because you can just like stick a picture of yourself on screen and who's gonna know? But I know that you'll be here. Any other questions about the changes? All right. The last time we met, we had begun to talk about the all-volunteer force. So why don't we pick up that discussion?
Well, it was abolished in 1973. I believe that the Gates Commission deliberated over the pros and cons of an all-volunteer force for over a year before finally deciding to abolish it. And ultimately it became one of Nixon's most important legacies.
Okay, Lisa, I think you're on target. Let's move on. That's enough said about the all-volunteer force. Hey guys, second Zoom class. Hope everybody's had a good week. Today we're going to talk about the evolution of military strategy since World War II. Can everybody hear me okay?
We hear you.
All right, let's begin. Okay, that's not quite right.
Professor Dawn, we can't see a presentation unless you pull it up on your computer.
There it is. All right, the evolution of U.S. military strategy. Any questions about that? John, are you humming? Any more comments about U.S. military strategy from the late 1940s?
Well, we know that the Cold War was beginning, and the Soviet Union quickly became an incredibly grave threat to U.S. security. So once Churchill's Iron Curtain speech and Kennan's telegram to the State Department happened, the U.S. government realized that we would need a massive military buildup to be able to defeat the Soviet Union.
The American public still just wanted, butter over guns. They wanted to get back to manufacturing cars instead of tanks. I mean, comes to me.
Tommy, did you want to say something?
Hold on a second. Let me get this first. There we go. Sure. Yeah. So I agree with Abby.
Okay. All right. I think that's maybe enough for today. Strategy is really a heavy topic. So I'll see you guys next week. Hi guys. I'm starting to become a little more comfortable with this Zoom stuff. Today we're going to talk about acquisition policy and procurement. Over a long period of time, military stuff has become more complicated, more expensive. It's taking a lot longer to produce. I've lost you guys. Are you still there?
Yep. Professor Dorn, we hear you.
Abby, what a great setup. Are you laying on your couch?
Did you just ask her if she was laying? You should ask her if she's lying in bed. I know it's confusing. Look, I'm of the generation that had to suffer through Bob Dylan's Lay Lady Lay. This guy won a Nobel Prize for a grammatical horror. Who should have gotten the Nobel Prize? Marvin Gaye. Think about this. Marvin captured both his opposition to the war in Vietnam. He and his father argued all the time. His father shot him to death during an argument, which may be why he never won the Nobel Prize. I hope I've demonstrated to you the genius of stream of consciousness. And now we can get back to defense policy.
Right. Abby, what's your setup though? I'm on in.
I mean, I'm using my headphones and I just set up my Apple TV so that it's like streaming the Zoom on there, and then I've got my notes. So it's all good.
I hate Zoom.
I think it's pretty important to remain comfortable in these, uncertain, stressful times.
I've lost your faces.
You probably switched to a different desktop. Are you using a Mac? It's comprised of a lot of different view options. Try putting 3 fingers on your trackpad and swiping up. You'll be able to see all your open applications.
Tommy, did you say comprised of? Don't say that. Now let's move on to talk about acquisition policy. John? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on mute.
Okay. Is there anybody else in the class who reviewed the optional reading and has some comments to make about government acquisition and spending.
Yes, Professor Dorn, I was able to take a look at some of the readings. They were fascinating. I understand that Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara had an incredible impact on the acquisition process, and that he undertook a 3-stage effort to make the Department of Defense more efficient. I think that his changes had to do with quick action, the seizure of detailed control of procurement from the military, and a shift to a different style of procurement altogether. His vision really changed government acquisitions from that point forward.
This is our first recorded lecture. I think I could get used to this.
All right, thank you everybody so much for that. And on to our last video of the evening before we do our award ceremony.
By the way, this is jam jar. I thought it was appropriate for breakfast, don't you think?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it sweet?
It is sweet. It's a sweet Shiraz.
Okay. I'm like not a big sweet, you know. I'd say I like wine I can relate to, you know, dry and bitter.
Ass, 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 ass.
Dean Evans.
Spunky.
LBJ students.
Gotta think about that one. Demanding.
Sherry Greenberg.
High energy.
Professor Dorn.
Low energy.
The Olmsteads.
Awesome.
O's Cafe.
Shithole.
GPAC Town Halls.
Second layer of hell.
LBJ Prom.
Really? Seriously?
LBJ Follies.
Fun, but again, seriously?
Anything that doesn't have to do with academics at LBJ.
Drinking.
Dual degree students.
Masochist. Masochist.
PhD students.
Poor forgotten souls.
Stop. Now make that motherfucker hammer sound like.
Hello?
Breakout room.
Is it on mute?
No.
There we go.
I am a fantasy. Come down. Put the bass in your walk. Let your whole body talk. Come on, girl. Put the bass in your walk. Head to toe. Let your whole body talk.
Well, hello. Thank you, DJ. Hello, my prom kings and queens. Welcome to Rude Paul's Rep Race. This season, our lady birds and boys stepped their Johnsons up and are finishing this finals finale with a bang. The time has nearly come for you all to lip sync for your livelihoods, engaging the time-honored political tradition of moving your mouths to words that you didn't write and maybe you don't even mean. Unfortunately, due to budget cuts, we cannot afford the licensed music, so instead we are going to be giving adult participation trophies, voted on by your community members. We've got thank you, real trophies this year. So, may the best human win. Hi. Okay, so our first presenter, you probably know him from his tasty snack posts. Welcome, LBJ's captain of the Bumpy Johnsons volleyball team, Christina Matos. Thanks.
Oops, I did it again. Hi, I'm Christina, and it's my pleasure to introduce to you tonight the winners of some awards. Let me see where I placed them. Oops, I did it again. So, for Best Background Zoom amongst faculty, we have Dr. Lawrence Rede for his ultimate use. Can you hear me? Can we hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good. Sorry, I'm not seeing myself come up on presentation. For Best Zoom, we have Lawrence Rede and Dr. Kate Weaver. And the winner is Dr. Lawrence Rede.
Well,
Rede, would you like to give a speech
Thank
now?
you, everybody. That is lovely.
Please keep it short, simple, to the
Yeah, of
point,
course.
not like my advising session.
Thank you very much, LBJ Nation. I've long harbored this dream of winning this award, and because Shelby told me that I only have 10 minutes up here to make my thank yous, I printed out all the notes, so I'm sure I can keep to my time. So first of all, let me thank my designer. Obviously, I'm wearing Fabio Zambernardi, not that you obviously couldn't tell already. So thank you, Fabio. Grazie mille for the outfit. Second, I would be remiss if I didn't thank all my wonderful colleagues at the LBJ School who make it a pleasure to work at the LBJ School every day. So from Dean Angela Evans to Ask Dean Cynthia Osborne to Ask Dean Kate Weaver, working with you is an honor and a privilege, and I'm grateful for your leadership and your wisdom. My colleagues and friends, especially Dr. Erin Lenz, her husband Jason Kahns, their daughter Amira, and their dog Sir Bruno Pounceby Rocket. I thank you for your friendship and for the social distancing happy hours and the Exploding Kittens card games. Mira, I swear I'll get you next time. You're going down. To our lovely OSA staff, of course, Shannon Chapman, Lauren Berryhill, Colleen Gleason, Laura Roach, Amy Pakes. Thank you for making my job not just easier, but also ensuring that our students are taken care of. A special thank you goes out, of course, to Gwen Kelso, who not only does half of the work that I take credit for, but also keeps me entertained with the best dinosaur kitten / Shakespeare memes that the internet has. I really miss the aromatherapy in her office, so I hope we can get back to that once physical distancing ends. Let me also obviously thank my family. To my parents, who are both academics and modeled for me the passion and intellectual commitment that such a career requires, and for showing me the way in terms of how to best use Zoom for virtual lectures. Thank you for all your support throughout the years. To my lovely wife and adorable child, of course, you're my rock, you're my anchor, especially in these unprecedented times.
You can go and ask. My life is a move.
I would also like to thank, obviously, the bands Asphalt Horseman, Dark Tranquility, and for the moods and psychological states I need to get into. These musicians have been
Right. So apparently this is the Nobel Peace Prize now. That was nice. Anyway, continuing on, for best Zoom background student edition, drum rolls everybody, the nominees were Morgan Lovenow and Nick Baraka, and the winner is maybe I am a little drunk, all right? Morgan Lovenow.
It's it. Hello, thank you. I have a lot of fun putting up backgrounds and then having people guess them, so that's a good time.
Morgan, where are you now? Where are you now?
So this one is Studio Ghibli, but I got a background just for this instance. I just have to find it. There we are.
Yes.
Are you about to kill me because I have silver hair?
Definitely not.
Seems aggressive. Seems aggressive. Anything else? No? All right then. Sorry, a little spillage here. Did it again. For least tech savvy. Amongst these awards were those, you know, who couldn't show up for Zoom meetings. Naturally, the winner is no one. For some reason, they couldn't respond to their emails or their Zoom invites. We'll never know. Next up is most unusual isolation hobby. Amongst these are those who have chosen to valiantly bake, those of us who just continue to drink weird amounts of alcohol, and anything else in between, including playing with your puppy. I see you, Charlotte. It makes me jealous. For faculty or staff, we have nominated Lauren for tie-dyeing shirts, and Lauren for his aggressive use of Bebe to make sure I'm nice. And I hear you on that, and it's not fair in the meeting. Not. I can't get mad then. Anyway. For most unusual isolation hobby for faculty of staff, we have Lauren Berryhill for tie-dyeing shirts.
Wow, I was definitely
Lauren,
the underdog in that one.
Yay, Lauren.
Let me know if anyone needs anything tie-dyed, and I will get it to you. I'll deliver. But thank you so much.
I want everything tie-dyed.
Perfect.
I want you to tie-dye just a random collection of things for me, please, Lauren. That's what I
Just drop it off at my place, and I'll have like a 48-hour turnaround.
Okay. All right, I can do that.
I promise I get my actual job done. Like, this isn't my full-time job.
I've witnessed this.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chris. It is so nice to see you dressed up for a change. Next, we miss seeing her smiling face in the halls and in person, but now you'll very appropriately see her on the web, or more likely, her pup. Spider, I hardly know her. Please give a warm welcome to Charlotte Gorman.
Woo! Good morning, Vietnam. Good evening, LBJ. Okay, first up, most unusual isolation hobby, student. We have Christina Matos, being some combination of naked, fit, drinking, and posting thirst trap photos. Or Chris Zimmer and Emily Acker for paleontological fresco painting. And the winner is Matos! Woo! You have
Just,
a few words.
doing some, yeah, I'm just here catching some, wine step curls. You do them very structured. Ideally, the bottle is open and you go straight to malfunction. For this, I have an open glass, so I'm just going to do slurps. Thank you. I'm really honored to win this award.
We thank you, Chris Matos, for your service. Next up, best dressed. They're sporty, they're smart, and they're aesthetic. We have Farish Mosley or Joel Carter. The man, the myth, the legend, my king, Joel Carter. Where are you, Joel?
I'm right here. Thank you so much, Charlotte. I'll keep it brief. It's been a lifelong dream of mine since coming to LBJ to win this award. And I always tell people, I don't wear fashion, I wear art. Okay, people, art. But listen, you think if I add best dressed poster boy to my resume, it'll help me get a job after graduation?
We work for you, Joel. You don't need a job. Thank you, Joel. Well deserved. We don't deserve him. We never have. We never will. All right. Most likely to run for office in the next 5 years. A crowded category. We have nominated Alex Mead, Dashing in a Suit, or Amy Kroll, Veggie Lunch Club Queen. Emila, what'll it be? Amy! Woo!
Thank you so much for this award, LBJ. I'm coming to you tonight from the Oval Office. And I've been spending the evening also with some of my dearest friends who are also worthy of this award, including Kirsten. Got to see Kirsten back there. I would like to, as accepting this award, I would like to share with you my very first campaign promise, which is a Pomeranian for every LBJer. And that is my speech. Thank you. Thank you all. This is a true honor. Claudia, thank you for your vote. Farish, thank you. Palms for all, yes.
All right. That was good, Charlotte. Next, we have GPAC's own paleontological parliamentarian, bird conspiracist, and all-around chill, because he's not Russian, nice guy, Michael Keel.
Thank you for that introduction. Did anyone see the latest news about Spinosaurus? They're fully aquatic. It's pretty cool. Anyway, this segment of awards is brought to you by Dripping Springs Vodka. I think they have a slogan, but I don't know what it is. So here we go. First award for cutest pet. Obviously, all of us, but the nominees are Laura Siegelman's own Rue, or the screen tells me busiest bee, I guess. So maybe I'll go with that instead. Busiest bee. The nominees are Theo Adams, obviously working hard, everyone because LBJ has no chill, Surreal, and then Danielle Tion, and doing some really cool grappling, climbing stuff there. So the nominee is, or sorry, the winner is Theo. Congratulations. Thank you for teaching me a lot this year about life and all kinds of stuff. So here's your award. Means a lot. Great. And then, you know, I'll see what the presenters want me to do next. Really, just channeling the spirit. So it's all good. Next category is.
What about you? acceptance speech.
Oh yeah, sorry, right. Please keep it to 35 seconds or less, not like me.
I would like to thank everyone and all the organizations for allowing me to lead them, and thanks for LBJ for letting me do sort of whatever I wanted in terms of events and just entertaining me these past years. Thanks, and all the way.
Nice, right on. Thank you for being yourself. Cutest pet, here we go. This is, this is what, yeah. So nominees are coming up. Yeah, Laura Siegelman's own Rue, very cute. And Amanda Clark's Ruthie. One is a homebody, one likes to climb mountains. Who's gonna win? The award goes to Laura Siegelman's own Rue. Congratulations.
Aww.
Would he like to say anything?
Yes, he does. He would like to say thank you to all his fans. He's so appreciative of you voting for him. This is, I think, the only time period he has been awake today. So with that big thank you, he's gonna go back to bed. Right?
Nice.
Yeah, he says yeah.
Congratulations. Ed raises a good point about representation in these awards. But Ruthie will have other years, I think. So, we're gonna root for Ruthie in the future. Lovely. Next, most likely to get matching tattoos. There's only one nominee, I think. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but or if it comes up on the screen. Nominee is Alyssa Gessler, Maddie Spearing, and Brenna Lyles. They win. I don't know how the procedure goes, but really happy to announce this myself. Would you all like to say anything to the class?
Yeah. In the words of the great Hulk Hogan, hell yeah, brother. We are so honored to accept this award. It feels great to have been the earliest formed clique in the first years. And, thank you for letting us serve you in that way. So, yeah. Cheers. Hook 'em horns.
Cheers. Lovely. Hook 'em horns. Thank you. Okay. Great. Fun fact. Alyssa was my first friend from LBJ because, I know, yeah. Shout out. Next category.
No.
All right.
Okay.
One more.
Thank you. You better work, Michael. And we know you can after that drunk history video.
Right.
Next, we have a woman that gives us student life, honey. Why are you gagging so? She brings it to you every y'all ball. The fairish of them all, Farish Mosley.
I'm sorry, real fast. Shelby, I'm gonna let you finish, but Michael, did you have another one? Or did I make that up?
I don't know. I thought I did.
Okay, Pat lied to me. Can you come forward, please? Sorry. Caro blocks him out, but
who does whistleblower?
Oh, that's on you, mate.
I would love to do
Go
this
back
one.
to Michael because he can work.
Sorry. All right. Most likely to be a whistleblower at a major social network company. I think we all know who this is. You know him, ladies and gentlemen, and people and everybody. You love him. World's one and only Jonathan Dew. That's him. Would you like to say anything, John?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hi, all you cool cats and kittens. Thanks for this nomination. When I'm there this summer, I'm going to make sure all your data is safe. And if there's any Cambridge Analytica going on, I'll drop them faster than the time it took the Department of Justice to drop their case against Michael Flynn. So leave it to me. Thank you.
So, like I said before, the fairish of them all. We can include all my aforementioned puns. They were really good. To you, Farish.
Thank you so much, Shelby. It is an absolute pleasure. LBJ orientation and sadly the very much canceled LBJ prom 2020, Party Like It's 1969, are here to announce the most likely to lobby for Big Corn Award. It's an award very near and dear to my heart, as I also have a grain product that I lobby for. So I'll take beer, but my good friend Dan Matz is going to take Big Corn. Congratulations, Dan.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. As you can see, it was built in from the start. That's me 8, 10, 12 years ago. I don't even know. But I will just say here, cook 'em corns. That's it. That's all I got.
Traffic. Great. I do unfortunately have playoff music that I'm not afraid to use. So thank you so much, Dan, for keeping it short, sweet, and V corny. Next, we have the LBJ dad, the maybe not one and only, but the one that we love and adore. We love hearing about Iris. This goes to Fred Rodriguez. Clap.
Yes, Fred!
Thanks everyone. Happy to be the LBJ dad. Try to live up to that brand, be a nerd and be a dad. So, let me just keep doing the dad thing, and I appreciate the love. Hook 'em horns.
Thank you so much, Fred. This next one, we do have 3 winners, and I'm so excited to announce it. I'm mostly excited to use my playoff music, so sorry in advance. This award for trusting the process, being the best at processing the mess that is this world we live in, this coronavirus-ridden world. This one goes out to Steffa Dragoon, Stephen Fox, and my personal queen, Shannon Chapman. Please keep your acceptance speeches short because I do have playoff music waiting.
I guess I'll go first. Thank you so much. I miss all of you. It's wonderful to see your faces. And what an honor. I appreciate it. And this has been fun. Good to see everybody.
I'll go. This is really sweet. Thanks, you guys. I definitely thought I was the mess, so I'm really flattered that people think I can manage the mess as well. I'm in really good company, and this is great. Thank you.
Stephen can't be here tonight, but I'll accept this award on his behalf.
Well, that was weird. Thank you so much, Stephen, / not Stephen. Back to you, Shelby.
Thank you. Excellent, Farish. You read those nominations to fill. Well, everybody, yes, thank you for the hair flip. Well, everybody, that's our show. A sincere thanks to our committee, Etta, Jaime, Claudia, Farish, Jake, Laura, Will, Jessica, Dylan, Sam, and Sahan. An extra special thanks to my beloved and fabulous co-chair, Lisa. Without her, this night would have not happened. Also a shout out to Coven, Alex, and Michael, who lent us their space to host the event and do a lot of the recording. And also major gratitude to Dean Weaver and OSIS team, who gave tremendous support and hilarious content. Lastly, a huge thank you to the students, staff, and faculty that were part of making this night happen. We're so glad we got to spend this time together. And that being said, please remember, if you stand for nothing, you'll follies for everything. That's our show. Thank you. Bye. Great job. Chat, feel free to. We'll keep this open till 10 p.m., I think. Yeah? Yeah. Cool.
Breakout.
Everybody.
Breakout rooms.
Breakout rooms.
Breakout rooms.